Okay. Good morning, everyone. Starting this video with a wonderful dog walk, which I actually cannot express to you how wonderful it was this morning, waking up at 6 o'clock and it being bright outside. It was so strange. Like, I was almost like, have I slept in? This is so weird. It's been such a long time and it feels like it's just happened like that. It doesn't feel like it's been like a build up to it. Very odd, but a wonderful surprise to start the day with. I've done PT. We're just on the back end of the walk. I'm wearing my Holland Cooper dog walking jacket, which has been revolutionary to the dog walks, I have to say. This is the warmest coat that I have for dog walks, so when we saw that it was frosty this morning, this was definitely the coat of choice. I'll link it in the description box down below. I've also got one of their little gilets on because they mix and match them underneath here. It works quite well. But yes, I think I'm actually going to be ending up having a no makeup day today because I'm heading to see Dr. Ayad for my rejuvenation treatments and getting myself ready for springtime, basically. Breakfast is served and we're having quail's eggs on toast. I am now fully dressed and ready for the day, and it is actually the day after when I started this video. Obviously we were on the dog walk, and you know when a day just gets away with you, and I had like I had a meeting with my dad. Like, that sounds very offish, but I had a meeting with my dad, and then I had another meeting on Zoom or like Teams or something like that. So I just pretty much ended up spending the day not doing anything worthy of vlogging, basically. So yes, it wasn't very exciting, but it means that you get me fully hair washed and fresh faced rather than no makeup slobbing about. I did go to see Dr. Ayad yesterday and I had my Tweakments topped up. So I have Botox in my jaw to help with clenching. It's so interesting to me, like the difference in the feeling, because I instantly notice that my mouth, it's just that my teeth don't touch when my mouth is closed. Does that make sense? So it used to be very much like all the time. Now, even though my lips might be closed, I'll be like, but inside my mouth, my teeth are like hanging slightly apart. And just that alone released so much tension in like my shoulders, and it's amazing. And then I also had a little bit of my nose job, my non-surgical nose job topped up. I have a bump on this side of my nose, and it's one of the contributors to my very Italian hook nose. And we obviously just smoothed it out a little bit, nothing in the tip, just like a little bit. I have not had that done, I think, in about 4 or 5 years. I've not had anything done to my nose, and it was literally just on this side of my nose for like a little bump. It was just a bit of a refresh. I had my Botox topped up as well, which I did a video on Botox not long ago, and one of the things I was trying to explain, and I sometimes I think I'm really terrible at explaining things, but what I was trying to explain was that when you're using skincare, obviously you're using skincare a lot of the time to make your skin look lovely and to prolong lovely skin and to prolong the condition of your skin. And I was trying to communicate that if that's your focus when it comes to skincare, that the effects of Botox are like good skincare in terms of the effects that it has on your skin. Obviously, it freezes and kind of deactivates muscles in your face, so it is more invasive than skincare. And maybe this is where I'm really bad at explaining things, but it made so much sense when I thought about it, in that it's kind of like a harmonious relationship. Like, obviously you don't substitute skincare for Botox and vice versa, but you're kind of doing both is almost like the biggest damage limitation. And I've really, like, my opinion has changed because I realized that there was so many incorrect opinions on Botox as well. Like, people get fillers and Botox really confused. And yeah, so I have filler in my nose and I have Botox like in my skin essentially. And yeah, I always feel so refreshed when I come back after seeing him. Like, I literally recommend everyone to go to him, like everyone in my family. If I have like people that I know, friends, whatever, everyone says to me, who do you go to? Because you always look so, which is lovely, you always look so refreshed but still natural. The way that he does it, like everything on my face and anybody else that I know, it seems to just move so naturally, but just like they just knock the muscles back a little bit. Anyway, Porter's barking, and tomorrow I'm off to Cheltenham with Holland Cooper, which I'm really looking forward to. I haven't been to Cheltenham in about 7 years, and I'm heading there with them. And actually this is really exciting for me because I am going to be meeting the Holland Cooper team, which I haven't ever had the pleasure of doing, so it's probably going to be a bit nerve-wracking for me because, like, you know, I'm not good in big groups of people, especially meeting them for the first time, and I think I'm going to feel a bit like a fish out of water, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless because it's all things that I also enjoy, like, you know, fashion, country life, horses and things like that. So I'm really interested to go and see it now that my life has evolved a little bit, and just go and enjoy it. I also have an outfit to wear from Holland Cooper. Now, I don't have a lot of the Holland Cooper fashion pieces. I have the majority of the items in my wardrobe are actually from the country collection, and so I feel a bit out of my depth with that as well, because I'm not sure, like, I want to make it me, but I'm like, I want to also make it an outfit that I feel comfortable in and will feel comfortable in there. So I'm kind of scrambling around at the moment trying to perfect my outfit, but I have had some bits arrive from Holland Cooper that I'm going to open with you now. I also need to organise my house because we've not been here. When we come back, everything kind of falls apart and everything gets left everywhere, and I need to like have a bit of my house as well. I haven't even unpacked yet as well from our trip to Keythorpe Hall, and I am so over the moon with the response. I've only been posting a few little bits and pieces on my Instagram since we got back, but they've got so many new followers. Like, I think last time I checked they'd gained like 2,000 new followers, which is always something I'm very proud of, that my audience, like, I make sure that I'm doing things that my audience are interested in. And it's obviously, I'm not a travel blogger, but I'm someone that really values high service and unique experiences, and so I like sharing this from the, like, I like sharing things from the perspective of somebody that, like, I really like try and put myself in my audience's shoes a lot of the time, obviously dependent on whether you can go places like this or not, but I like to just think of it as a, well, I follow people that like this kind of stuff, and I don't follow travel bloggers. I just don't. I follow people that I'm really interested in what they're doing and what they like do in their day-to-day life, not just where they're traveling. I find it really interesting, and so yeah, I'm just happy that that's been the case and that you guys have enjoyed it. We so enjoyed being there, and no rest for the wicked. We're off again tomorrow, so I'm gonna get into the boxes that arrived from Holland Cooper with you, just so I can lay out my options for outfits and go from there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go grab these boxes. Well, I actually have a few PO box deliveries as well, so I thought that I would open up some of these with you whilst we're doing this, because I love getting little PO box thingies. So this one says Victoria Penrose, drawn by pen. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at this. This is Porter and Barclay in front of the old wall with the purple flowers. Oh, that's so lovely. I'm gonna get that in a frame. Absolutely, immediately. How adorable. Such beautiful paper as well. I feel like this goes in my dressing room quite nicely. This would look very nicely framed here. Oh, thank you so much, Victoria, for sending that, because that is very, very lovely. I love that it's small as well. Oh, thank you. There's a letter. Oh, I didn't even see that there's a letter. The wax seal. We always appreciate a wax seal. Dear Lydia and Ali, I decided after seeing your Valentine's Day card that Barclay should be captured also, although I should have probably left it to the professionals. Thank you for always providing hope and inspiration. Oh no, that is perfect. Thank you. Like, it's obviously, it's not a card. It means I can frame it. He does deserve to be included. He absolutely does. Thank you so much. And that looks very professional to me, if you ask If you're asking me, it does. We have another PO box here. Ooh. It's wrapped in very beautiful paper. Look at that. I've actually had a lady over today from the local textiles shop who is hopefully going to help me with some blinds in here, just decorative blinds, nothing that's actually going to work, with some fabrics and things to get things finished off in here, which is good. Okay, we have a little letter here. Oh, I love it when you send me greenhouse cards. I love it, love it, love it. Dear Lydia, I went shopping today and came across these sticky notes and you immediately came to mind, so I thought I would send them to you. Hope you don't mind. Lots of love, Linda, a loyal subscriber. You are genuinely the best audience in the world. You really are. Park not vets, park not vets, park not vets. Honestly, the stuff that you lot find makes me laugh so much. Oh, everything is so beautifully wrapped. So these are sticky notes. I mean, I love it already. Oh gosh, this is gonna change the game because more often than not, the girls stick sticky notes on my mirror in my dressing room, and they're like bright yellow. I don't know if this particular person, I don't know if Linda has spotted this, but they stick out like a sore thumb. Now we can have sticky notes stuck around my dressing room that I don't have to hide because they're bright yellow. You have probably just revolutionized how sticky notes will be put in this dressing room moving forward. So that is very lovely. I always say you don't ever have to send me anything, but that is massively appreciated because I didn't even know that sticky notes like that existed. So thank you. Okay, this one I think is Holland Cooper. It is Holland Cooper because it has the wonderful green on the packaging and it says Holland Cooper. So this is, oh my gosh. When I saw this coat, oh my goodness, it's fantastic. When I saw this coat on the website before Christmas, I instantly fell in love with it. Oh my gosh, I think I might have to wear this tomorrow. Oh my goodness. And she's also sent, oh my gosh, I've got the matching skirt. So cute. And I also have, is this the matching shorts? Oh no, she sent me the skirt in 2 sizes. Oh, but I feel like this coat with a beautiful like shirt dress underneath. I could do like a, oh my gosh, this coat. It's even better in person. When it said it was like an orange coat, I really thought that this was going to be quite garish. Look at that detail. Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to help me plan my outfit now because I've got a few coats to choose from and I want my outfit to be like perfect. I don't know if these skirts suit me. So if this was like a pencil skirt with some trousers, I think yes, but we have options. This is the good thing, we have options. Oh gosh. Right, what do we have next? Oh, this is another Holland Cooper one. Oh my goodness me. I think this is some scarves that I requested because I saw this thing that Jade Holland Cooper did and it's genius because I always want my scarf, oh that's my curler, I always want my scarves to be super long if I'm wearing like a dress. So if I wear a white shirt dress underneath that one, basically what she does is she has 2 of the same scarves, knots them at the back and then belts them, and it's super dramatic. So I requested duplicates of the scarves that I already have, and so I've got this one which I actually think would go really well with that particular coat. Can't believe how much I love that coat. But then I also got the duplicate of this one, which is obviously one of my favourite Holland Cooper scarves, which is still in stock by the way. I think this is so perfect for popping in your hair or of course adding to an outfit as well. So I've got the duplicates now so I can do what Jade did, because when I saw it I thought that's absolutely genius. I don't know if I can ever justify buying 2 there's silk scarves, but the Holland Cooper ones are literally just as stunning, in my humble opinion. And then it looks like I have some bits from Elizabeth Arden for my mum for Mother's Day. Now my mum, she's actually messaged me this morning being like, I've just received your valuable Mother's Day gift. Thank you for being a sunflower. I feel like a lot of people have probably got, oh no, this isn't. This is my delivery of the Revive collagen. Now you might remember that I started taking this not long ago, and I wanted to reintroduce this to my routine. So we have the Revive, wow, this one has retinol in it. Vitamins B6, B12, C and D. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. So a top up of the Revive collagen, and I'm gonna have a look at these and see which one is the best one for me to like, because I didn't even realize they had the one with retinol. Oh my goodness. And so I don't know who this one is from. Let's get her open. We have a top up of the new Saint-Tropez Luxe Body Serum that I worked on the launch of as well. So that's going straight in the beauty basket. So those are the things that have arrived. I always love a new mitt as well, but those are the things that have arrived. I'm going to open my window, knuckle down, start getting all of the bits, but also, as usual, thank you to everyone who sent stuff to my PO box and things like that, but also the brands. I don't accept hardly anything being sent to me anymore, and so I'm incredibly grateful to be in this position where the brands that I like work with will send me things. This is not a humble brag. This is me trying to express that I have a huge amount of gratitude for the opportunities that this industry presents to me and the opportunities that you guys play a part in, because I always say it, you are incredible. Like, as an audience, you really are incredible, and sometimes I feel like audiences don't get enough credit from the influencers. Like, the fact that you choose to follow me first and foremost in this world when there are so many influencers for you to choose means everything. The fact that you know, and for this long, like 11 years nearly, that we still have this relationship, it just means everything to me. And I hope you realise that you help so many people, whether it's new businesses, small businesses, sole trader businesses, like, you help so many people. And when I introduce you to things, your response is unreal. And so I just want you to know that the fact that I am able to show you these items and wherever possible share them with you as well, it means everything. So I hope you just don't think that that's a humble brag, because it's not. It's me just wanting you to know that I'm never taking anything for granted. I pinky promise. I'm always like, oh God, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I think I've got my outfit sorted for tomorrow now. I'm either going to wear my Jasper Conran white shirt dress underneath this, or I'll do a shirt or a jumper with the mini skirt. This jacket has completely stolen my heart. I feel like it's arrived just at the perfect time. I was thinking about the orange in this dress, just to do something a bit different, but I'm not sure. I'm going to try them both on tomorrow, and you can let me know what you think in the comments if I make a mistake and go with the wrong dress. I'm probably going to go with the safe option, which is the white shirt dress, but it is what it is. I've got usual tan accessories, some of my chocolate suede Louboutin boots. I saw that Jade suggested that we take some gloves, so I'm going to take some gloves with me and make sure that I'm kept warm. But another exciting thing that's happened today, there's always exciting things going on in my world. We've just had Ali's cousin here who owns a commercial cleaning company. Basically, I wanted to have my greenhouse like zhuzhed from top to bottom before the season started, and he's just come and cleaned the entire outside of the greenhouse, and they're going to come back and do the inside. Now that might seem a bit strange, but as you know, I'm scared of spiders, and I make gardening work around my fear, because I don't want it to obviously hold me back in that way. So they're coming to clean it all, and like all of the inside, there's stuff that falls down the back that I would never be able to reach, and just get it back to like brand new. They've done the glass outside, they're going to do it inside. They've cleaned the gutters, they're going to clean the floors, and just get it all done for us, which I'm so grateful for. So hopefully it should be next week. I should be able to vlog them actually cleaning the inside of the greenhouse and getting it all prepped for the season ahead. And I was just about to pop outside and show you the greenhouse, but look at all of these green shoots. These are the bulbs that I planted with you a few vlogs ago, and there are so many little shoots sticking up out of the ground. I actually thought that this bed here was going to be the least successful because it's obviously in this little alcove, but it actually seems to be doing quite well. This one is doing really well as well. In this corner we've got lots of wonderful shoots, and look at this, it's like pooling the water and keeping the water in there. The catmint is coming up, lots of stuff coming together in these beds, which is very exciting. But the greenhouse, oh, little Tinklemeisters, the greenhouse has just had a good clean, and it is looking already nice and shiny from the outside because you could barely see out. But what they need me to do is to clean the inside and clear everything out, and then they'll, oh my gosh, my windows are so clean, oh my goodness. But yes, at the moment it is a bit chock-a-block in here. We need to have a bit of a clear out, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, my spinach and my monch too. Wow, this is such a mess in here, but these have sprouted just in the past couple of days. Oh my goodness, what a wonderful treat to come out here to. Ali is going to be so happy. I'm going to be able to pop these out under the cloches very, very soon. And the sweet peas are all doing well. Oh my goodness. And it truly is moments like this. It's these moments where you're just, it's so unexpected to come out and find shoots at this time of year. Everything just is so like a labour of love, and you're doing it because you're just being hopeful. And when you come out and find that things have sprouted, I wish I could explain to you. Like, it makes me want to cry. I'm honestly such a wet blanket, but it makes me, it's a bloody private plane going over. Adds to vision board. No, but it makes me want to cry because the anticipation and the excitement, like, this is what hooked me back in COVID. I'll never forget it. I owe La Roche-Posay so much because they truly, like, just them sending that packet of seeds and me growing it on my, I know I'm going to mention this for the rest of my life, but it introduced me to a world of happiness that I wish I could explain it to you and make you feel how much joy it brings in my heart. Because I don't know if you remember, there was a time, I know I reference this so much on my channel, but there was a time when I thought I'd lost my joy forever. And things like this and introducing things like this really did bring that joy back into my life, and I've now found those things that just continuously make me happy and bring me joy. So I can't believe we've just done that. I can't believe we've just come out here together and just I didn't even notice. Anyway, the dogs are going wild today. They've had lots of visitors. I think maybe they're hearing their daddy. Come on. Also, the wonderful team at Nicholson's came and replaced one of my oak sleepers that had split quite a lot. So if you're seeing that this one looks a little bit newer than the other one, then that's why. They kindly replaced it for me, which is wonderful. Things coming together. Well, it has been one of those days where I feel like I haven't stopped, but I haven't really gone anywhere either. But I just sent Ali a TikTok where it says, when your husband asks you to come home with milk and eggs, and the lady walks through the door with a cow and a chicken under her arms. I thought, that's definitely my future that I see there. But I was just sat here on the sofa, realising that I definitely haven't had enough sausage dog kisses today. Apologies, the washing machine, it's like washing day, so it's like a conveyor belt of washing. But what I am about to do is to sit and kiss these boys, because I just don't think that I have kissed them quite enough today. And have you had a bath? You almost feel like you've had a bath. Have you had a bath? When I tell you that you are so spoiled, you should put your cheesy what's-it toes. Oh my god. Honestly, the best smell in the world. I'm so sad that Barclay's toes don't smell of cheesy what's-its. I could, And I loved hearing about that on one of my other videos when we talked about their cheesy toes, and how in America they're called Frito toes. Do you have Frito toes? Do you have Frito toes? Yes, you do. Little Frito toes. So yes, I am going to kiss these boys, but what I would also like to do, and I'm probably not going to get around to doing it, but I really should, is I need to go and wash my makeup brushes. It's that job that, like, I really don't do enough, and I should.
What's that washing?
My makeup brushes.
Yeah, because if you think about it, you're just putting it on,
I know.
and then just letting it sit.
I know, and also it gets to a point where you're like, this brush is no longer a brush. This is a spoon because it's got so.
Of the day.
Yeah.
I've had my hairbrush for 6 years and I've cleaned it twice.
Ali was like, I'm going to do a really quick TikTok video where I film myself doing my hair.
It took me longer to clean the instruments.
Yeah, to clean them all. He was like, oh my god, they're gross. I can't show those on the internet.
But it's not something you really look at, is
no,
it?
you're just always in, like, and also it builds up over time, so you don't
it's
notice
just hairspray,
it.
isn't it?
I'm sorry. Is that little tail going?
The daddy, aka the feeder. Yeah, but is there not like a quick, easy way of doing it?
Makeup brushes?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I feel like I've seen loads of hacks and videos on quick ways to wash your makeup brushes, and I can't think of any of them. I'm sure that...
You put them in, like, you know, like you see those ones where it's like, put them in a pillowcase.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly what I'm thinking. It's your own dad. I don't know why you're getting grumpy just because he's shouting in the hallway. But yeah, no, I feel like that's what I've seen, but I don't know whether that's true. Maybe I need to Google it. Whether you can put them in like a dust bag or a pillowcase and put them in the tumble dryer, or if there's a not tumble dryer, the washing machine, and whether there's a special setting that you have to put them on. Also, yeah. I have to tell you a story. I had a little cry last week, and I think it was the first time I've ever like properly cried in front of the boys. And I don't know whether this is just my dogs or whether this is a dog's thing. I can't remember if I've ever cried in front of another dog, but they were so upset by the fact that I was crying. Little tail. They were literally stuck. Yeah, they were stuck to my face. They were like wiping the tears away that were on my face. They were licking me, but like you could not get them off. It was like their mission was to dry up or rub up or lick up all of the tears, and that meant that mummy wasn't crying. But I've never seen anything like it.
Are you sure they weren't trying to taste the salt of the tears?
Maybe, but maybe it was the noise, because they're very affected by noise and the change in someone's voice when they cry. Hello, Mummy. Yeah, I don't know whether it's the change in the voice. I've just got to say hello to Lumi. But yeah, I don't know whether it's a change in my voice or what, but they were disturbed by the fact that I was crying. Like, they were not okay with it. And it was just a really interesting thing. And again, I think it's one of those things that, like, dogs are, like, if you are in the position to have a dog, like, even just that moment, they were like, you're not crying. I'm not having this, Mum. You are not crying. And they just all, like, licked it up, rubbed it, all of that stuff. So I feel like if you can have a dog, obviously, it's always better to rehome a dog. We didn't rehome dogs because it was our first time having our own, and I felt like it was the more responsible thing for us to ensure that, like, we knew the background of the dog so that we weren't having to sort of train in the instance of, like, not knowing what to do. For me, that was like a responsible thing to do, but obviously rehoming them is always the best thing to do, because when all I'm served on TikTok is like animal videos, and it's just the best thing ever. I just love them. I wish I could have them all in my home. Anyway, let's go try and wash these makeup brushes, shall we? It's one of those jobs that if you're putting it off, what I want you to do is, if you're watching this in good time, go and grab your makeup brushes and we're going to do it together, okay? Because you've probably been putting it off too. I know what we're like. So grab your brushes and let's do this together. I've got mine. I hope you've got yours. Oh, I just dropped half of them. Good start, Lydia. We've got some beauty pie, some rhodial, bare minerals, some Nancy. We've got them all. And I'm going to take them into the bathroom and give them a little zhuzh in here, I think. We'll all be grateful for the fact that we did it, and you'll be like, do you know what, Lydia? Watching your videos is not half bad because you made me wash my brushes. So there we go. Let's do this. I don't even know how to do it. Yeah, this is going to be a long one. Good morning, everyone. I am already pretty much fully dressed. I just need to pop my accessories on and my jewellery. I've got Boodle's earrings on today. I've got my Jasper Conran shirt. I've done this dramatic silk scarf. This is such a touch. I'm so glad that I saw that Jay did this because it's such a gorgeous addition. I've actually buttoned up the dress as well because I think it looks smarter with the silk scarves. I need to grab my rings from downstairs, so don't think that I'm getting divorced just because I'm not wearing them, okay? My coat is this exceptional piece, but this is my look. Obviously it's still cold, so I've got some suede boots on because we're going to be outside quite a lot today. I've got a hat as well, and I just don't know if they suit me at all. I might see what everyone thinks downstairs, but I feel like my head is like too tall for them. I'm going to see what they think. I need to pack my bag because we're going to be leaving very, very shortly, but my goodness, I love my outfit, and I love that it's just a sort of simplistic shirt dress, but then you've got all of the drama in this coat. I just think, oh my goodness, this is so gorgeous. This is like my dream outfit, and this coat is by far the most exceptional piece. I am in love, okay, absolutely in love. And I feel like this is a bit different for Holland Cooper. Obviously they're known for their trench coats, but this is exceptional. Okay, I'm gonna pack my bag and we're gonna go. En route to Cheltenham, and we are travelling in style. This is my first time, I think, in a new Rolls-Royce Ghost, and it's so funny because I was with my dad a couple of days ago and we were talking about cars, and he was talking about travelling in my grandpa's Rolls-Royce because back in the day my grandpa had some very, very, very snazzy cars, and he was saying about travelling in his Rolls-Royce, and he said the one car that you need to go in, Lydia, is a Rolls-Royce Ghost. And in true to form manifestation, Rolls-Royce pulls up on my drive. I know people hate the manifestation word, but it just makes me laugh when things like that happen. It's kind of like a bit, I don't know, serendipitous. I think it's lovely. And so I was like, is that a ghost? And he was like, yeah, I think so. It's so cool. So we're heading there now. We're going to have breakfast at, where are we having breakfast first? 131 Cheltenham. We're having breakfast at number 131 Cheltenham, and then heading over to the races. Ali has sent some tips through because he is back home with his friends having a Cheltenham day. He likes to do this every year, and I think it's really lovely. And then I come back and I find them all merry from enjoying Cheltenham at home on the big screen. But I get all of the tips from him and his friends. So hopefully we can have a good day. We have arrived to number 131, and of course I am obsessing over the interiors already. Jade just knows how to do everything right when it comes to interiors. Look at this table. I'm trying not to get anyone in, but this is absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness.
Welcome from your host, Jade and Julian Duncan. I see Jade over there and Julian. He's here. And I'm going to be pretty quick because I'm sure you're all really eager to get to the race course and beat those tipsters and those betting people. So I'm going to hand you over to a professional. He is twice crowned national champion tipster, now a regular pundit for racing TV. So I'm going to hand you over to Steve Jones.
If I do tips and winners, you'll see me. If I don't, you probably won't.
Good morning,
Good morning. And good night.
Feels like afternoon. Welcome. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Would you like a good glass of something sparkling?
Okay, so you're just so proud of your dog. He's just won the first prize. Yeah, so the proudness up the pride up the tree. 1, 2, 3. Oh, beautiful. Okay, this one just stand up. Wonder up the tree. 1, 2, 3. Wonder. Oh,
I don't know if I'm deciding to keep this hat on for the entire day, but I am very, very warm. We're here at the Holland Cooper box. We're with friends, enjoying champagne, getting some photos. I've just met lots of lovely people. I've met Jade Holland Cooper, which is obviously so special. And the one thing that I realised I haven't said on my channel before is I actually used to work for Superdry, so it was nice to actually meet Julian because I used to work there when I was at university. It was one of the places that I temped at over Christmas, so that was quite cool. But we're going to cool off, have some champagne and enjoy the day. The first of our bets is coming in, although I have no idea whether we're actually going to, I won't know if I've won or not, but I've put on some bets and it is
already gone off, look.
yeah, oh my, oh. No, that's not, it's not started. That's not it. None of Are you, who are you on? Blue Destiny? Blue Star. Okay.
What one's that? I think it's the second race. Well, we're Flossie Mouth.
Okay, this is the first race that we're watching of the day, and I've actually placed a bet on this one. I don't usually do this, but I reckon Laura's going to win. I've got a feeling in my bones that Laura's onto it. I'm on Flossie Mouth. She's on, what's her one? Blood Destiny. Blood Destiny.
Oh, they're coming up,
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Flossie!
I'm with Mum.
Oh no, it's just good.
No, Pink! Come on, Pink!
Is he winning? Pink with green spots? Yes,
Pink with green spots!
that's him. Oh my god!
Oh my god, go on!
Go on, 12. Go on, 12. We've got a bit on the 12 on each way.
Come on, Flossie!
Just punch the air anyway, because they're all there.
He's really far ahead now.
Come on, keep going!
Thank you to my husband. Woohoo!
Go on, Ali, continue!
Yeah, well done.
Brilliant.
Okay, we've just arrived to the shopping village. I'm going to try and talk really loud because there's music and I don't want to get a copyright strike. But we've come to the Holland Cooper stand, so I'm going to show you some of my favourite pieces wherever I can without getting in trouble on YouTube. It's always such a nightmare because I want to show you so much, but there's music all the time. Oh my gosh, look at this. See, I always find that the styling of pieces at Holland Cooper, I'm able to get so much like style inspiration. Even my scarf today is inspired by Jade. I love it. So I was just talking to Jade now and telling her how if it's not broken, don't fix it. However, that rule does not apply when it comes to her fleece gilets. These are probably one of my favourite pieces that she's done in such a long time because the leather trim is exceptional. Buy loads of stuff and spend loads of money. It's a dangerous place to be.
You've just won lots of money.
Not, well, we don't know.
We
yet.
don't know how much
I've
we've
won
won.
£5.
Yeah.
I could have won £5. So this is the thing that I think is so unique when you come actually into the boutique because you can see how things are styled up. I feel like the styling, whoever does the visual merchandising at Holland Cooper is exceptional. They need like a raise up. I feel like it's going to go with my scarf. Yeah. We have just finished up the last race of the day and we've won, as far as I know, I've actually not watched the other ones, so I don't actually know whether we've won. But we've won the first and the last of the races, so that is a very good day. I feel like at least that's all I know about, and I've won them, so very happy, very, very happy. Cheers to that. I have managed to keep my hat on all day, but it is a little bit blustery here in Cheltenham, and we've just finished up. I actually won 2 races. I don't know if I've shouted about that enough, but I have. I won about 40 quid, but we've just come back to 131, and we're going to be enjoying the party back here. I hope you can hear me because it's very windy, but we're going to head inside now and enjoy the rest of the evening. But it's been such a lovely day and such a great crowd as well, but I'm not going to talk too much because it's windy and I hope you can hear me. Okay, so the weird light on my face is basically because we're travelling home at night, obviously. No, we basically, I think the last time I spoke to you, we were going into number 131, and I didn't want to film in there because there's a lot of individuals that were in there that are obviously very private, probably not YouTubers as much as, you know, I think it's great to be a YouTuber. I don't think they're into that game. And we just took a bit of a chilled evening, and I've had such a lovely time. I've met so many of the girls that have, I think one of the biggest things that I've noticed is so many of the girls have been working for Holland Cooper for so many years, and they're so passionate about the brand and everything that the brand encompasses. So for me, it's really been hugely insightful. And then I've been spending my entire evening with Leonora as well, who is just, I feel like I could listen to that girl talk all evening. She needs to write a book about her life. And just enjoying the food there was exceptional, the drinks, the company, it was really, really lovely. But we now have a 2-hour drive home, which I'm probably, you know when you're like, you set out on a 2-hour journey home and you're like, this is not that bad, and then you get to the end and you're like, I'm contemplating who I am now. I don't know what day.
Who am I?
I don't know what day
Who
it is.
am I, big brother?
Yeah.
Who
is she? No, but genuinely, that's what, so you get to the other end and I'm texting Ellie and I'm like, I'm on my way home, prepare the sausages. I'm going to be home. And I think I'm probably going to be a shadow of my former self by the time I get home. I feel like this is very similar to when I left the Arden event a couple of weeks ago, and I was arriving home and I was like, what day is it? I have no idea. But at least we're doing it in style with the lovely Bentley car. Oh no, we're in the Rolls Royce now. They told us we were going to be in the Bentley. No, I'm not having that. We were told we were going home in a Bentley. In the lovely Rolls Royce car. I'm going to, no, genuinely, I'm really good at my job. They told us a Bentley.
Even the driver right now is miming digging himself.
No, they told us you can't have the Rolls Royce. It was going to be a Bentley. It was like a step down, okay? That's salvaging. I have just got home from a very much later Cheltenham than I was planning for. I think we were supposed to leave about 6-7 o'clock, and it is now gone 10 o'clock. We had so much fun at number 131. That is the food there, and I've only just sampled like the canapes. We were having sushi. Their gluten-free menu was out of this world. We had gluten-free toasties, gluten-free burgers, gluten-free chips. I've never had a gluten-free sausage roll. Tonight is the first time that I've ever had a gluten-free
been eating sausage. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I have had the biggest celebration of sausage dogs as well. I don't know if I'll be able to slot it in because it's in portrait mode, but just as we were getting in our car to come home, I looked up the promenade of Cheltenham High Street and a little wire-haired miniature sausage came tootling down the street, and I learned that he was 18 months old and this was his first outing, and his owner was basically bringing him out to socialise him, and he was just his little scruffy puppy face. It was wonderful. And obviously I was with Leonora, and Leonora has 4 sausage dogs. Like, that gives me hope that the boys can have some brothers.
Coming out?
You are going to have some brothers. So I've come home, and basically Ali has been having like a boys' day. This is what he does most years, is that he has a lot of his friends over to the house, and puts on a bit of a Cheltenham day for the boys. And this time he's fired up the pizza oven, and so I have obviously benefited from this because I've just got home, and despite eating all of the food at number 131, I am now having homemade pizza dough. This is the situation for me. So Ali's, I'm actually going to put on something warm and come.
Be ready in like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. Got to be quick. Dressing gown on for warmth, of course. And I'm going to go outside. I'm going to put my little Holland Cooper garden shoes on. I have had these for years, and in all honesty, the girls in the office fight over these shoes, and I think I maybe need to get some more because everyone steals them. They are the most convenient shoes of them all. We're heading out to Le Jardin. Monsieur, monsieur, you don't often do the steps, but you're coming to see where your daddy's, so you don't often use the steps. You don't like the steps. Bucky, you can smell the garlic. Oh, my small boy. My smelly boy. I love you. You smell extra cheesy.
It's nice and hot today, so it literally will just go up and down.
Porter. You are so ferocious, tearing it to pieces. Oh my goodness. So ferocious. Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday, and I gave myself Saturday to recover from Cheltenham. We ended up going to the after party at number 131, and it was so good. And I just spent a lot of time getting to know the Holland Cooper team, which for me was such a treat because I'd never met them before. It was honestly so wonderful to be able to do it in the setting that we were in, and it was so relaxed, and it was just lovely. It was such a lovely day, and I honestly think that Cheltenham has probably gone to the top of my sort of horsey day out because I loved the attire. It's very different to Ascot. Oh, it's very similar to Ascot, except I would say that the way that you dress is much more in line with like the English countryside. So everything is tweed, or checks, or those kinds of fabrics. It's honestly such a wonderful celebration of like everything that's British. We were having English sparkling wine from Nye Timber. It was just honestly so good, and so it's very similar in that respect, but in like the setting. But I would say like the attire that you wear is almost like completely different, and also the people that go are very different as well. I just loved every moment of it. I would 110% go back. Such a lovely group of people as well that we got to spend the day with, and then into the evening we just like partied, drank champagne all day, and I definitely didn't drink enough water or eat enough. So on Saturday I was a little bit ruined, but do you know what? I'm not even going to try and hide it because I had such a good time. So yeah, I'm telling you all about it. And then I accosted a man with a wire head sausage when I got home, when I left number 131, which was lovely. But today is Sunday, it's Mother's Day, and we have to do the rounds dropping off Ali's presents to his mothers. We have 4 mothers between us, and yeah, we have to drop them all off. I've actually sent my stuff to my mum, and she's got some bits here when she next comes to see me from Elizabeth Arden as well, because they sent some bits because they know that the mums love Arden. I am up and dressed. We want to try and get over to like Burford and places like that today, just to go and have a mooch. I basically pottered in my greenhouse yesterday and got things a little bit more organised, because this week I'm going to be having it cleaned and like from top to bottom, just put back to how it should be, essentially. I'll show you my outfit. I don't even have my jacket on yet. I actually want to wear my coat from Cheltenham again, but I think I might be a little bit warm. So I've popped on my little Suster and Hicks cropped jacket. I've ordered this in a blue, but yeah, that's what I've got on today. I've got my Amazon, let me show you, my Amazon riding boots that I told you about in my previous video. I think they've mostly sold out in all of the different colourways, not colourways and the other sizes at the moment, but yeah, these are from Amazon. I'll link them down below. There might be some variations or somewhere else that you can get them, but yes, that's my outfit. Little belt kit from Hermes. A little bit of a high-low style today, but that's how I love it. These two are, look at that, you can't even see them. Look how happy you are. Look how happy, those tails, oh my goodness. We've just finished up with the first mummy, and I've spoken to my mummy in the process, and what we're gonna try and do is coordinate so that when we're coming back from Burford, she can leave her house, and it should take the same amount of time, and then we can have, because she's just messaged me to say that she's taken the lasagna out of the freezer, so it means we might be getting homemade lasagna by my mum for dinner. Which probably should be us making her dinner, but my mum loves to bring us a lasagna, so I'm not one to stand in her way. I've also picked up some deliveries, and there is something, I don't think I've ever said this on my channel, but please do check with us before sending anything, because a lot of people are sending parcels, a lot of brands are sending parcels to the wrong address at the moment, and I would really like to make sure, because it's a lot of brands that I really love that are still sending things to the wrong place. I mean, we are going to contact you, but if you're in doubt, please just reach out to us first, because I don't want to miss out on the new launches. Obviously, I'd happily buy them myself, but sometimes you get them a little bit earlier, and I get to experience them and hopefully give you a little bit more insight into the product. But yes, anyway, I'll open those with you when I get back as well. But we're heading to Burford now because I haven't been, and I feel like it's the start of the season and there's always bits to pick up, new seeds, etc. And actually Carrie has messaged me this morning because she's gone and bought her first load of like seeds to plant, which has me so excited, because obviously Carrie and I do so much together, and it means that we can actually do things together, like in terms of like gardening, because I always feel like I don't want to force her to come with me, but at the same time I think if she's like actually enjoying it, because she came to a floristry class with me once, and she did actually enjoy it, but I'd love to know that she's actually into it, if that makes sense. So she's actually gone and got some seeds. Apparently she listened to a podcast, which I'm going to listen to at some point, about the import of vegetables and the impact that it has. I think it'll be probably quite interesting. So yes, that's what we're going to do. Start of the season and head to Burford. We are almost at Burford and we are running massively behind schedule, but I think that that's a good thing, because it means that we've spent a nice amount of time seeing Ali's mums, and hopefully I'll be seeing my mum later. We also stopped off for a Starbucks, which I'm still enjoying, but we are about 9 minutes from Burford, so we should have about an hour and a half to look around, which I think will be enough. I think it'll be fine. And we've also just filled ourselves up, so we won't want to like stop and eat. But yeah, it's one of those days where you're like, where's the time gone? Lovely little outdoor section. Oh, I like the colour of these. Beautiful. Beautiful shade of green with some enamelware. I like it when the enamelware has greenery on it though, rather than the blue. Lots of, oh, is that oxenwood? That looks like oxenwood. Goodness me. It's almost identical to our table. I don't know whether this is naughty or not, but this is an identical copy of our dining table outside.
I bet you they're just supplying.
Do you think? Yeah. Maybe they are. They don't put their label on it, but it's absolutely beautiful and identical. And actually, this costs less than ours. Yeah.
I'd say the oak at the bottom looks different.
Yeah, it looks like a different colour.
That looks like it's had some sort of treatment.
Yeah.
To age it, as ours looked.
Yeah. Yeah, aged oak. I always go wild in the gift wrapping section because it has such beautiful pieces and such beautiful prints as well. Ali's just found this amazing section within Burford that is basically pre-loved but amazing brands. So you've got Johnson's of Elgin, there's Hermes silk ties, loads of really good stuff in here.
Try this out.
Yeah, go for it. This 19th century Swedish green settle and daybed is so beautiful. I wish to one day have a bedroom that is ornate enough to take something as gorgeous as this. How wonderful is that?
Sweet, isn't it?
Far too beautiful for our house, but I'd love to have like
Oh,
a...
that would look lovely at time.
Yes, yeah, it would, yeah. So nice. Little bit of a loot there with Mr. Millen Gordon. The rhubarb forces are my mummy's day present from Porty, Berkeley and Lumi. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to potato and I think bulb heaven. Got some seed potatoes there, olive trees. It is just... Oh, onions. I've just bought some little shallots, plugs to plant later on, but goodness me. So much to choose from. As usual, Mr. Millen Gordon is in charge of logistics in the back of the car. We did actually get lots of stuff, which I was not expecting to get. We were going in there sort of a little bit like apprehensive, I think. The one thing I did want to do was to go back into their garden rooms. I always forget to go there because that was obviously where I spotted the greenhouse, and I was like, I think I need to make this happen. They have a beautiful greenhouse that's like basically built onto a wall, very like not dissimilar to the wall that we have in our garden. And I don't know if you remember, did I have a vlog of the planning stage? I think I did. And we were thinking initially about putting the greenhouse off of the wall in the garden, but I kind of felt like that would, even though it would still be very beautiful, that was like an entity in itself to be really lovely. So I didn't think we needed to do that, but it's very similar to the one here at Burford. And I haven't been back there since, to be honest. Or maybe I have. Have I been back there since? I can't remember. But anyway, we picked up some rhubarb and some rhubarb forces, other bits and pieces. I'm always a sucker for the ceramics that they have here. Really, really good ceramic selection. We've got some plugs, some seeds. Ali got some clothes. We got some, oh my gosh, blankets for the dogs. And I was like, Ali, they're £75. And he was like, yep, only the best for the dogs. And I was like, right, I've created a monster. He was like, I want them to have nice blankets. They should have nice blankets. You don't think they'll be scratchy on them, do you? And I'm like, yeah, I've created a blimmin' monster. But he did treat me to my rhubarb forces. I don't know how I managed to do it. Whenever I vlog in the car, I always end up being next to the car that is just about to go. And so they pull up and I'm sat here doing what looks like speaking to myself, but speaking to a camera. Anyway, yeah, he treated me to the rhubarb forces for Mother's Day from Porter, Berkeley and Lumi. And it was very, very nice. Picked up some plants, some little bits and pieces. So yeah, it was a good old day. Now we're going to head back. My mum is obviously coming to visit us for dinner, and that'll be really lovely.